So today, me and Roxy are going to, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is probably really dumb. But one of the guys that lives up in my part of the country, he stopped by a job last winter, and he's like, "You really ought to put a winch on that little KW." I'm like, "Well, that would be kind of cool." I didn't think much of it, and he said, "Well, I got this old truck out there at my place. It's got a winch on it." He said, "How about I just sell it to you?" And I said, "Well, how much you want?" I couldn't pass it up. It is a 1976 International 4300. It's got a 290 small cam engine. It's got a 13-speed overdrive, I believe. This was a truck that was built by Halliburton. Halliburton's a big oil field company in Oklahoma. They're in Texas, and they're worldwide, but they got a big headquarters down in Duncan, Oklahoma. But so anyway, the guys that built the winch and set it up, they did it right. I think it'd be a shame probably to take the winch off of it. But anyway, we got a couple of good batteries, don't we, Roxy? We got batteries. It's 90 degrees today, and it feels like 110, I think. It's just really humid. But anyway, we're just gonna go see if maybe it'll crank. I don't know. It's been setting, shoot, probably 15 years or something like that. But anyway, we're gonna go see what happens if we put some batteries on it and maybe try to crank it. We might find out it's froze up. I don't know. The money I got in it, I couldn't resist the offer. I don't need another truck. I need another truck like a hole in the head, especially one that is needing work on. Right, Roxy? Yeah. She don't care. She just knows it's cool in this pickup. Got AC going. And she don't care where we're going either. She really doesn't mind. She wants to go all the time, but I can't take her most of the time. Anyway, that's what we're up to today. It's got a busted up hood. Somebody's replaced the grill with I think I know the story on that, but it's got the old Chicago wobbler wheels on it. But this is the winch. It's a big winch. PTO drive winch, set up pretty tough. Nice toolbox. Tires seem to be holding air, but they're all rotten. Been setting. Got a little tailboard roller. I guess this is some cable goes with it. I don't know. Got a good Holland fifth wheel on it. Tires are probably not. The tires are holding air. They're probably low. It's just got one fuel tank. Like I say, this is a 290 Cummins, I believe, small cam. Probably got a wasp nest. The story on this, it's got a heck of a bumper on it. The story on the hood is one of the previous owners started it up and it was in gear and it ran into the shop, ran into his barn. Looks like the rats have been making a nest. This one has the old, my truck had that when it was new. That's a lubrifiner filter. That's a bypass type filter. It does have power steering, low. I'm gonna have to dig some sticks out of it before I start it. Front tires are decent looking. So it's not over full on oil. The oil looks a little dirty. So it's about the same engine as what's in my truck, only I've rebuilt it once and put an aftercooler on it. 350 pistons. Check the coolant. And it has coolant. That's kind of surprising. If mine sat that long, it would be out of coolant. I guess it didn't ever have an air conditioner. Got air winch controls, air ride seat on the driver's side. Look like he got most of his stuff out of it. Headliner needs a little work. Anyway, door shut's good. Needs a little oil on the hinges probably. Like I say, I didn't need this. I don't need this. So, battery box looks pretty rough. It does have a set of batteries in it and a big rat nest, so I'm gonna have to pull my gloves out and do some digging on this, get it done. I left the doggy in the truck. She's hot. It's hot. Well, let's see if she'll at least crank. This one has a compression release on it, so hot dog. I got an air warning buzzer. I mean, that's the first time this thing's been started in I don't know how long. Got an air brake light. Actually don't sound too bad. Are you okay in there? Yeah, she's in the AC. It's hot. I can't believe that. Now, the owner did tell me that the PTO drive leaked all the transmission oil out, so I'm not going to drive it home today. But I wanted to see if it would run, and it's got a little smoke, not bad. I mean, it's a small cam Cummins. You can kind of hear a little rattling there. I might have got lucky. Off the dust. But I mean, she made oil pressure instantly, and I'd say it's a pretty good first start for, I don't know if it's, I think he said 15 years, but you know how time flies with people. "12 gallons of Mystic 1550, doesn't say when, but says how much. I don't know if we're making air pressure. Looks like we might have some red diesel in there. Don't tell nobody. So, she does have front brakes. I think what I'm going to do We'll shut the hood and then maybe we can get it, if we can get it aired up. He may have the air tank valves open, I don't know. Well, not much water in it. Making air pressure. Well, yeah, we're making air pressure. Now this truck has a that's probably not it. Whoop, that ain't it either. This truck has a governor on it. I shouldn't have pulled that out. This truck has a governor on it. That was the cold start, I think, ether. This truck has a throttle on it, so most Cummins engines, when you set the throttle, if you set the throttle here, that thing will have a runaway. This one actually has a governor. It's a little different pump. Thing sounds good. That is sounding freaking awesome. So that's a pretty cool truck. Whoa. That's it, they got the shutter and they work. Very cool. She quit beeping. We got air pressure. Warmed up to 140. She smokes a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I think that'd be your trailer. That's your trailer hoses there. So let's see if she froze up. Well, not froze up. Brakes work. How about that? Power steering's working. That's low gear. That's pretty low geared. Needs a little power steering fluid. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go home and get some oil for the transmission, but I think I can drive this one home on the power steering fluid. Get her out here where I can go back roads all the way home, so it ain't like I gotta get stuck or get on the highway. So see if we can figure this winch out. So you got a clutch in and out. I don't know if that works. We got winch brake on and off. Okay, so this is out. This is okay, there's in gear. Make sure I'm in neutral here. that way. Still going that way. Okay, maybe this is a... Alright, yep. It's a... So you got a bi-directional PTO. Forward is in, backwards is out. It does have an in-out. I don't know if that's working, but we can roll a little coal. This is just super cool. Only it's super hot out. So this old thing has probably drug a few dozers around. So it's got a air dog here. It looked like it didn't quite kick out all the way, but what that'll do is freewheel your spool, and then it's got a brake. The brake's controllable from the cab. I am tickled to death with this thing. This is a way better truck than what I thought it'd be. Anyway, I got to get some oil in the transmission. Probably need to air up some tires. I don't know how long it's been sitting. The guy said 10 to 15 years, but you can see that's where it used to sit. Been there a while. Successful first start would be an understatement. Set of batteries. I didn't even prime the thing up. But good Lord, it is so hot out here. You just stand still and drip with sweat. Unbelievable how hot it is. So that engine actually sounds better than one in the Kenworth. I think that's a good sounding engine. Anyway, I'm gonna shut her down. I better take the key out so nobody's stealing. Well, Roxy, you cold? Well, here's the keychain out of it. Viking Oilfield Service, you're number one with us. So we got to find a name that's a fitting for a Viking. Transtar 4300. I need to air up the front tires, probably a couple of the back ones. I got lucky this time, maybe. I think it'll make it home even. That thing just really sounds good. That engine, for that age of small cam, there's no coolant leaks. There's nothing I can see that's wrong with it. That dude is probably ready to go to work. Anyway, after it gets a new set of tires, new brakes, new air lines, new wiring, new lights, new cab interior. Thirsty? No. Are you thirsty? Some water? what these are for. That's not a phone holder. That's a water dish for rotten dogs, like that one. Yeah. Yeah, you better drink it all. I poured it out for you. It's hot today. So I made it back out here. I got filled up my power steering, and I brought my oil bucket. This guy said he always used 90 weight in it, but that's what we'll put in it. I thought they always used 50 or 40 weight motor oil. I think that's what I got in mind, but anyway, we're gonna pump some oil in it, at least a couple gallons. He says this PTO leaks pretty badly. Yeah, I can't feel any oil, so let's see what we can do here. Alright, so my handy dandy pump here. We'll start pumping oil. I should have brought a kid with me to do this, but my kid's working, so he's been working with Eric, carpentering or building houses or something, metal buildings. I don't know what all they're doing. Anyway, it takes a minute with this pump. Once I get this full of oil, I will move on to airing tires up, but I don't want to run it while I'm filling this up because, well, might sling oil out. Anyway, wish me luck. I got my shifter fixed. We can hit high range now. This governor on here is going to be a trick to drive because it's not like a regular Cummins. So when you hit the pedal, it goes to a certain RPM and shuts down. I don't have any lights, but I'm going county roads, so I should be okay, I think. I gotta lock this gate here. Hard to get out the door. only works from the outside, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna need the clutch adjusted. We're gonna ease this old baby home. Hopefully we'll make it. with the old International a little bit. I had to fix an airline. Let's go mess with the winch, see if we can get it to work. I actually used it a little bit ago, but so like I was saying earlier, this truck has a governor. It's got a throttle. You can adjust it by turning. That's actually pretty cool. I still gotta clean this cab out, but we're gonna go out here in the pasture and just mess around with this winch a little bit. Okay, so how this winch works, you got your winch clutch right here. It says in and out. I've got it kicked to in. My winch brake's not working. I need to weld on a pad, brake pad on it. So I'm gonna kick it out and I'll show you what that does. If I can get out of here. Gotta fix that door. So, I about lost my chain there. Whenever you kick the dog out on the clutch, or this is the winch clutch. This part here slides in and out with this air cylinder that's down here. Runs this lever, rotates this, pushes this up or down. But you can see right now we can freewheel, and this is the brake pad I need to weld. This is basically just for spooling out. I'm gonna hook to the old Cat 112 here. See how much cable we got. So what I'll do is I'll just let the cable spool out as I pull forward. We got the cables pulled out, and you can see that's a pretty good distance there. Yikes. So now, to winch in, I'm going to kick my clutch in instead of out. Brakes off. Now this is a two-direction PTO, so when I go forward it's in, when I go back it's out. So we're going to put it in gear, and I let the clutch out. Gears in neutral. You heard the winch clutch pop in, engaged. I'm kind of downhill, so what I'm going to do is just kind of let it spool up the cable. There's kind of a bad deal right there. I need to cut them off a little bit, but anyway, we'll get this spooled up. The winch, the direction says maximum 1500 for winch. Right now we're doing 500. So let's give her a little throttle here. that's 1500 or what that is, but it's coming in. I got the kind of trying to make sure it spools up. Actually, I didn't like how that spooled up. I need to get the truck set at a little bit of different angle here. Maybe you guys can sit right there and watch this deal happen. So we're gonna spool back out. Whoop, that's not out. There, yeah, it is. That's out. I'm gonna kick the clutch dog out. Use the truck and just pull up, be a little quicker. Let's see, if I had that brake, I could control that. I gotta turn my brakes off, I guess. Got the brakes locked on the truck. So if we get this truck at a little bit different angle, it'll kind of spool up better. Yikes. Okay, now we're gonna, winch dog is kicked back in. There she goes. Now we're ready to go. That cable would kind of stay tight together, especially on these bottom rolls here. Roll it up. A little bit of gap in some of that. It's not bad though. And we're not moving very fast. But that tells you, that gives you an idea how much power this winch has. This is set up to do some heavy work. Try to turn the truck so that it favors that other side now. Try to get my cable to stay tight. I like that governor on this truck, it just keeps a steady pace. But just to have around for, you know, oh, we're going the wrong way now. This top layer is probably not going to wind up as smooth, but it'll be alright. The bottom ones are the important ones. But that's a lot of cable. Anyway, I'm going to take you out here and show you how this is working. Transmission PTO drive, got the chain. Chain runs up here, runs the winch. Worm gear runs that. And that winds it up. Pretty neat. Anyway, I'm about to the end of the pool here. These are probably pretty dangerous setups. Not many safety controls on them. I mean, the only way to stop the winch is to push the clutch on the truck. You can't kick the dog in and out when it's under a load, and I don't think that brake is really made for holding a load. It's just made for keeping it from having a bird nest when you're winding up or unwinding. Anyway, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to kick the winch out, back the truck up, get some slack. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish rolling it up. Whoop, it's best. I need to adjust the clutch. This clutch is out of adjustment, so. Timed that about right. Kick the winch out of gear, and yeah, winch truck. Like I say, I couldn't resist it. I got too many projects, but here's the side of Little Red. Anyway, I gotta get a battery box cover. Winch works. Winch works pretty well. Little rust on the frame here, this tube, but the rest of it seems really solid. I guess that was the place you put your plug in for your trailer. It's kind of neat. Got the IH fittings. International Harvester.